Welcome back, fans of all things Disney. Please excuse the very little amount of makeup and, of course, the bags under the eyes. Last night we went to the DVC Membership Magic or Moonlight Magic event for DVC members, and I am absolutely exhausted, but we had such an amazing time at the event that I wanted to get home from work. I wanted to just go ahead and make a video for you while it was still fresh in my mind, so that I could kind of bring you along on our little adventure that we had with Moonlight Magic. So DVC Moonlight Magic, right? It was fantastic. It was a great experience for us. But now that DVC has been doing these, Disney Vacation Club is what DVC is. But now that DVC has been doing these for a few years and they've brought them into the parks, they have their act together. Like, they have it going on. DVC Moonlight Magic was one of my absolute all-time favorite events at a Disney park for this main reason. When I first started going to the Disney parks with my family, when we stayed on property, we were able to do the extra magic hours, and that cut down on the lines, and it made it to where, you know, it was almost walk-on for some of these great rides like Space Mountain. But that has faded away over the last however many years to where that extra magic hours, really, you don't really get a lot for being on Disney property in terms of the extra magic hour. You don't really see any benefit for that. I'm sorry, Iris wants to play while we're doing this, so I might get tugged around here while we're doing the video. But with Moonlight Magic, this is what I saw. I saw a bunch of Disney Vacation Club members, as she's whipping it around, Disney Vacation Club members having a grand old time with other Vacation Club members and their guests. There were very few lines, if any, for any of the rides, including Space Mountain. So overall, it was just a fantastic experience with free food, free ice cream, no waits. It was great. So let's start at the beginning, right, of what our evening looked like. We started off with the check-in process. And when you check in, what you get for Moonlight Magic is you get a little bit of a wristband that they put on your wrist to designate that, yes, you have the right to be there. You have registered for Moonlight Magic, and you have the right to be there at the event. That wristband allows you to get onto the rides. It allows you to get the free ice cream. It allows you to be in line for those characters. So you get your wristband, and then you also get a brochure when you first walk in. The brochure kind of outlines a little bit of everything that's going on that night, kind of where things will be, what the times are going to be, and what's included in different things. And then you get your meal voucher, right? And that meal voucher is such a great thing that they've gone to. Before, and I didn't go to a Moonlight Magic that was like this, but they used to give away free hot dogs and chips and things like that, and it was all you could eat. You could have as many as you wanted, but they have switched that to a meal, a quick service meal of your choice. And what I loved about at Magic Kingdom is that there were several different options. Now, Pecos Bill's is one of my absolute favorite quick service restaurants. That was on the list, so that was where we ended up eating for dinner, right? A quick service meal. So once you have all of those different things, and you have your meal voucher, and it kind of outlines a little bit of everything as far as when you can use it and where you can use it, then you really have to dig into that brochure, because the brochure is detailed. The brochure kind of starts off walking you through some of the different characters that are going to be there. And one of the things that's really great about DVC experiences, these Moonlight Magic experiences, are the characters that they have are not your typical characters. Some of them might be. Like, for example, Snow White was one of the characters, right? And you can see her in some of the different restaurants or kind of around the park. But then also Snow White's prince was with her. So you had all these different types of characters that you don't normally see during the day at the park. So you really want to pay attention, and if there's one there that you really want a picture with, you can go ahead and figure out where they're going to be and get in line. Now, then they also kind of outline some of the perks, some of the events or activities that are going to be taking place. So things like, you know, the fact that there's the DJ dance party, or there's the fireworks show and when that's going to be, you know, where you can get your food, the fact that they have specific event merchandise. Like you can see, I decided, I caved and I got myself a t-shirt, which I'll show you a close-up in just a minute. But they do have event-specific merchandise, and while I didn't get a lot of stuff, I did get the shirt, the long sleeve t-shirt, and I really, really do like it because it's got that logo. It's got the logo for Moonlight Magic, and what I love is that it is not year specific. The only thing that's specific about it is that it says which park you're at, but it doesn't specify what year. So I think that was a really good move on their part. So also in the brochure, it's going to talk about the different attractions, so the rides that are going to be open. And what we experienced is that pretty much every single thing in the park was open. And like I said at the beginning, almost no wait lines. So for example, Space Mountain had a 5-minute wait most of the night. Seven Dwarfs, I'm sorry, I drew a total blank on the name. Seven Dwarfs Mine Train had a 15-minute wait at one point. I mean, those are just unheard of wait times. Peter Pan was down to a 10-minute wait time at one point, and those are just things that you never ever see. So where you could spend an entire day at Magic Kingdom and still not be able to get onto everything because you're waiting in line so long, one night at a Moonlight Magic event and you're able to get all these rides done. So another like key thing that I loved about the Moonlight Magic event is that they allowed you to go in 3 hours early. So the event, the actual party, the DVC member party, started at 9 p.m. and they allowed people to enter the park at 6 p.m. free of charge. So I entered with my daughter and 2 of her friends who they haven't been to Disney in years, and I was able to treat them for free, to treat them to a night at Magic Kingdom, riding all of these rides, and they had 3 hours before the party even started. They ended up closing the park at 8 p.m. where they're doing the last fireworks show, and then people started, regular day guests started kind of filtering out, so the wait times dropped almost immediately, which was outstanding. At one point, it was just around the 9 o'clock when the party started, right? We had been in there since 6 p.m., but I'm looking around and there is nobody around me. Maybe a few people over here, a few people over there, but I was actually standing almost directly in front of the castle, making my way through the hub, and I'm looking to my right and I'm looking to my left, and I can count on one hand the number of people that I saw. And that is just crazy to me, to be able to look up Main Street and not see a whole bunch of people, to not be shoulder to shoulder with people, and to be able to just meander around and not feel super stressed and we have to go, 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 and just experience Magic Kingdom in a much more relaxed environment. It was really outstanding. The kicker for me in terms of the crowd size, it was maybe about 9:30. I started really feeling tired and I still had to drive back after everything. So I said to myself, you need some coffee, girl. So let's go and we'll get to Starbucks. We'll go get in line and get the coffee. And when I got there, this is how you know that the crowd wasn't bad at all. There was no crowd, no line at Starbucks. That is unheard of, to have nobody in line at Starbucks. Normally that line is wrapped so far around in the store that it's almost coming out the door, and sometimes it is coming out the door. But to have no line at Starbucks, to have placed my order and to be walking out of Starbucks within a 5-minute time period, unbelievable. So it was a great coffee too, by the way, and it certainly did the trick in helping me to stay awake. But that kind of tells you what the crowds were like. So once the party actually started, that's when we were able to really focus in and do the rides, because there were, like I said, no wait times. And then to experience some of those different characters, right? The characters that you don't normally see everywhere. I even stopped for a little bit and I was checking out the DJ dance party, and while I didn't end up going out there onto the dance floor, I certainly got to enjoy the music and to see all the people dancing. And what I thought was great, some of the Zootopia characters were out there, and I don't even know what kind of moves that they were doing, but they were really, really having some fun, and everybody that was there really loved it. So then, after I walked around for a little bit, enjoyed the DJ, enjoyed a little bit of this, then I went and I did some shopping. And like I said, I got my shirt. I love my shirt. It's got the logo. It's a great shirt. It's actually very soft. I was a little bit surprised. It was $35, but with my DVC discount, it was 20% off, which was great. And I also got this bad boy. This is the DVC Disney Vacation Club 25th Anniversary Game of Life that is specific to Disney Vacation Club. And you can see there it's got Disney icons. It's got just a whole bunch of really fun Disney kind of things for the theming. And this was a purchase with a purchase. So this was $15 if you spent $30, and the shirt was over $30. So I was able to get that for $15, which made it really, really reasonable. Once the discount came off, I technically got that shirt or the game for $5. Then we actually really, really enjoyed the food offerings that they had. Now the dinner we ate just before the party started because we had gotten off of Splash Mountain and we wanted to go ahead and get some food at Pecos Bills, and we were right there. So we traded in our voucher, and to just tell you the value of this evening, in addition to the fact that it's $120 a ticket for a day trip to go to Magic Kingdom, and there were 4 of us there. Now I have an annual pass, so you could probably rule that out, but 3 people that don't normally have tickets, that's $360, and then you throw the food on top of it. Now the food that I purchased, I got the nachos and I got a drink. That was easily a $17 meal, and I had 3 other people that did exactly the same thing. So when you do the math on that, these events are so worth the money, and there's so many different freebies that you get. Now, in addition to a great dinner that we had, once the night wore on a little bit and we had worn off some of the calories from our dinner, then we checked out the Mickey ice cream bars. And Mickey ice cream bars were completely free. All you had to do was have your wristband on. They were completely free. You could take as many of them as you wanted. And if you have never had a Mickey ice cream bar, they are simply amazing. They are one of the best ice cream treats that you can ever get. Yes, the dark chocolate coating is fantastic. Yes, the vanilla ice cream is awesome, but let's be honest, it's the fact that it's shaped like Mickey Mouse. Anything shaped like Mickey Mouse is 10 times better than something that's not shaped like Mickey Mouse if you are a Disney fan. So I refrained from getting more than one. I kept myself back. I restrained myself, but I did have my one Mickey ice cream bar, and then of course the girls had some. And then lastly, for our DVC Moonlight Magic extravaganza, or our big event, the fireworks show. Now I am all about, hi Masha, I'm sorry. So I am all about fireworks. I love fireworks. I love everything about fireworks shows, especially Disney fireworks shows. And I wasn't sure what to expect for a DVC Moonlight Magic event, special fireworks presentation, right? I wasn't sure if it was going to be simplistic or if it was going to be, you know, just like a good fireworks show. And let me just tell you, the fireworks show, especially the finale, I feel was better than Happily Ever After. And I would put it right up there with Wishes as well, in terms of the quality of the fireworks, in terms of the theming, of the music that was playing. The finale was so intense and colorful and just non-stop barrage of these amazing pyrotechnics. And I just, because I love fireworks as much as I do, that hurts a little bit to say that I liked this one better than Happily Ever After, but I did. I cannot wait to see it again. So I did record certain parts of it. Hopefully you've been enjoying some of the footage there. because I wanted to be able to keep some of that for myself and to be. So hopefully you enjoyed kind of going along with me on our little bit of a recap of our Moonlight Magic experience. It was a wonderful evening. I cannot wait to do the next one. Hopefully I'll be able to register for the one at Hollywood Studios, and I believe they're holding that one in March. So I really, really hope that I can get there so that I can kind of bring you along with us. So until our next video, please make sure that you hit that subscribe button. Help us get to 200 subscribers, please. And until our next time, bye-bye.